Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, also known as Prince of Biltan on the internet. And today we're taking a look at the brand new Slaves to Darkness Darkoath army set. This box was provided to me by Warhammer, so thank you very much. And I thought I would share a little look at what you get in the box, see if you guys feel like it's something you might enjoy. So as you can see, you've got a very self-contained little box here, even coming with its own tiny battle tome supplement, Darkoath, which I believe supplements the existing Slaves to Darkness box. You get this Darkoath Wilderfiend here, a Darkoath Chieftain on Warsteed, 5 Darkoath Fellriders, and some Darkoath Marauders, which long-suffering Chaos fans from the Old World and Warhammer Fantasy might be very pleased to see these new kind of style Chaos Marauders. They look really cool, so let's take a look at the sprues. Got my trusty hobby knife here. So let's get this bad boy open. Right, there we go. Okay, and we are presented, of course, with the sign of our overlords here. Thanks, Warhammer. Of course, this protects all your troops. Wow, I usually expect some art on the other side, but nope. Not today, so if you want to frame this, be my guest. I probably won't be, but you know, you do you. So, we're presented with a massive box full of plastic. Let's break this down so it's a little bit easier to view. So we've got a wedge of troop frames here. This, if I was a betting man, this could be the Darkoath Chieftain on the Warhorse. And this looks gnarly enough to be the Wilderfiend. And then at the bottom we seem to have our new style Marauder Horsemen. So we'll get a look at those again in a moment. So in a very official looking envelope here. Really big on the Warhammer branding, aren't they, today? Oh boy. We have all of our paraphernalia, our pamphlets here. Our War Scroll cards, which is very tiny, as you can see. Just a quick, because I know some of y'all want to pause this. There we go, just to get a look at the rules. Looks like we've got some tokens here. Some fairly generic Age of Sigmar ones with command points, mystic shields, and then some Eyes of the Dark Patron, which look to be new. So yeah, if you're interested in the rules, be sure to take some screenshots of the pages I just showed off. That's totally cool. Our instructions here. And yeah, our Battle Tome Supplement Darkoath looks like we have about 10 pages or so of narrative. Yeah, looks like it. Probably some cool images to inspire our painting our armies as well. Look at that. Just there. And in the box here, we've got, just some bases. I would quite like to have seen this art on the back of that big, ginormous Warhammer flyer. It would really have been nice to have gotten this instead. So let's start off with the main Gribbly. This is the Darkoath Wilderfiend. It's worth noting this model comes on a 60mm base. So here we've got a very scenic base just there. Now, these Darkoath Wilderfiends, I believe in the lore, are Darkoath soldiers that have, betrayed their Darkoath and have been presented with something that's not quite demonhood, something a little different instead. They often hide on the outskirts of camps and alert the Darkoath themselves, but I can imagine as big monsters on 60mm bases, they're probably not too... they're probably not pushovers, you feel me? Cool. So we've got lots of cool little gribblies here. Doesn't look like we'll have too many spare bits from this one, but it still looks very cool. Let's keep the character train rolling. And here it looks like we have the Darkoath Lord. This is on a 75mm oval base, so you can see the full frame here. And the other side as well. I always like to make these videos as helpful as possible with unboxing, so I like to try to get a nice white background and then you can take a look at the sprue yourself. You can take a screenshot if you need to, and then you can kind of plan out your painting, how you might break this down into sub-assemblies. So it's really cool. We've got some very awesome bits here, like these severed heads and things going on. Looks like we have an option of torso here, so you can have your chieftain wielding a sword or an axe. That's kind of cool. All kinds of myriad details with banner poles. Lots of severed heads, in fact. Lots and lots of severed heads. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this dude was all about severing heads, but who knows? There might be a multi-dimensional kind of fella. Does look like... yeah, very cool. We're seeing a nice kind of amount of these Warhammer figures that are like, you know, on horses and, you know, kind of looking very imposing, much like the Free Guild Marshal. I think those models are really, really awesome Golden Demon bait, so I wonder if we'll see this one match as well. So it looks like we have our knights next. There's 5 of these and they come on 60mm ovals. Let me zoom out a little bit more for you, just so we can get this all nice and in frame. There we go. So it looks like you get 3 frames to make up the 5 riders. Some really awesome details I'm noticing just from the start of these shields. Like, wow. Lots of lovely texture on there. They'll be great for dry brushing. Looks like you get 6 all in all, one that has a touch more runes on there. Maybe that could be used for the unit leader. One thing I'm incredibly pleased with, you know me, I love good bare heads. And looks like we've got a very, very decent amount. They seem to have these very slanted neck joints, so they could be used for other kits. You might have to use a bit of green stuff. Oh, yeah, so they just keep going. Like, look at that. So we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 heads for 5 riders. That is very, very cool. You love to see it. And that's just on the one frame. Are there any more on the other? Let's see. I can't seem to spot any more, but that's very, very cool. There's some awesome banners as well there. Get a look at that. That's cool. I'll be interested to check the Marauder. I keep calling them, yeah. The dudes on foot, that's what I mean. The dudes on foot, to see if the heads are compatible. Because obviously if you're going to play, I'd imagine this army is going to be one that's a little bit more numerous, so you may want a couple of units of these guys. So it'd be really, really nice if you were able to mix the heads up a little bit. So as for our main soldiers, we have 20 of these. Just having a flick through the instruction book, and they do come on 28.5mm bases. So it looks like we have this sprue here in duplicate, and this sprue here in duplicate. So all in all, this is going to make, like I mentioned, 20 of the Darkoath Marauders. You do have options to build them with spears, hand weapons like swords and axes, so that's all going to be pretty cool. I know that Age of Sigmar 4 is going to change its weapon range rules a little bit, so let's see how that factors in. Yeah, more of this kind of studded shield section, which I really like. Once again, screenshots very welcome. These banners are dope as heck. Really enjoying this. This could almost be a shield itself as well if you were feeling. I mean, it would be a very practical shield, as we can see right there, but it would be very, very cool. One thing I'm noticing that I've not seen on a Games Workshop sprue in a while, though, are these gaps. What's going on here? Usually, like back when I started Warhammer, and I'm about to sound like a very old and broken record, Games Workshop sprues were full of gaps, full of windows, you know, but look at all of this. There's like spare room here. What's going on, guys? Come on, a couple more heads, that'd be nice. That being said, looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this frame. Let's move that second one up. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I might have missed 1 or 2, but that's still great because that's one frame 12 heads and you get that in duplicate, so that is kind of crazy, to be honest. You're definitely going to be able to customize these really, really nicely. Let me just turn that over for you so you can get a nice look at the banner. Once again, all about the severed heads. Because honestly, why decorate anything when you can decorate it with the skulls of your enemies? Am I right? Am I right? That is the question indeed. Yeah, these guys have got real, like Conan the Barbarian kind of energy. Love it. Right, let's have a look at the extra sprue. Yeah, we are treated even more. Look at these. So we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, is that 20 heads on 3 sprues? Does that mean you get 40 head options in this box? Holy heck, that's enough to make someone consider playing Chaos. What can I tell you? That is unreal. So that is what you want, really. Games Workshop seem to have really smashed these guys as like battle line troops, because that's what you want. You really don't want kind of that fear of all of your army being, you know, monopose miniatures. You need about 50 of them or something, and they all end up being like, you know, the same 5 guy 10 times. So I'm really excited to see such customization in the battle tome. I mean, in the box here. This is the battle tome, just saying. So yeah, we've got some cool little narrative. It's so short, I thought, you know what, I might as well go through it with you guys. So yeah, we've got a nice amount of lore here. That awesome art. So yeah, you've got the Wilderfiend over there. It's a really interesting model. I don't know if you guys are, like, when you open a battle tome, do you go straight to the rules or straight to the lore? That's what I want to know. Comment below if you go straight to, well, just let me know which. It's really interesting. I'm always a straight to the lore guy. So yeah, you've got the Darkoath Marauders, the Darkoath Wilderfiends. Yes, a hulking, malformed thing that lurks in the shadows beyond the reach of the campfire's light. Very cool. And then a narrative excerpt here. A very long narrative excerpt here, actually, considering this is about a 20-page book. Yeah, and here we have, I love these sections. Very, very inspiring. So here you have your Darkoath fighting the Nighthaunt here. Great to see some options here. So that's the Darkoath Chieftain and Warsteed that we had a look at. Looks like we get 3 options of heads, as well as this very, very cool Immortan Joe looking head. That's really, really rad. So yeah, you've got, looks like, images of your command right here, Raider weapons, and Dark Iron Spears. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a bit of variety in how we build our unit. At least for now. Things are always subject to change with Age of Sigmar getting a new edition this summer. At least we presume it's this summer. And yeah, so here we have our Darkoath War Scrolls once again for the Chieftain, the Wilderfiend, the Marauders and the Fellriders, and there are the pitch battle profiles. Although you can find all of these on Scroll Builder, or many other sites are available. But yeah, that's that. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the Darkoath army set. What do you think? Are you a fan of them adding these like supplement style boxes and supplements to our existing Age of Sigmar armies? I kind of like this. I feel like it's a nice way to add a little bit of spice to your Slaves to Darkness army. And I'm sure they'll look really great alongside, say, your, maybe like the Blades of Khorne especially. That's been me. I hope you enjoyed the video. So like and subscribe, and let me know what is best in life. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.